Nicholas Sparks Can't Beat Newberry. Written by Doc King Cole. Copyright 2012 to 2062. Narrated by Cole Bolchoz. Chapter 1. First grade in Newberry, South Carolina. To quote Pete Townsend of The Who, "Out in the fields, I fought for my meals. I get my back into my living. I don't need to fight to prove I'm right. I don't need to be forgiven." As I listened to REO Speedwagon this December morning, nearly 24 years later, the kisses I laid upon my hopes still come calling me to the pine trees and hard clay of Newberry. Ladies and gentlemen, in order for you to feel this sparkle of maudlin imagination, put on High Infidelity by the Speedwagon and get ready to ride with us, the Newberry Riders. Go put the kids away at Mama's and let me take you on my mental escape. Soon, resting in my grave, whenever that might be, judgment upon my soul will have passed over my furrowed brow. Powers beyond me elevate my body to a different plane. The spinal column is examined for all the past decay. My son, you were neither hot nor cold. Depart from me, for I never knew you. For you understood the law, therefore you will be judged by the law. The deep silence after those words were uttered, I could not or may not respond to. Paralyzed beyond all control, suddenly images of childhood mischief runs over my head about 12 feet above me. Sort of this is like a documentary. Gee, I remember drinking that perfume. Wow, me and Haley under the porch playing doctor and nurse. Oh, that dirty book I glossed over in the old Chevy truck. Man, I thought nobody knew about that. I mean, I was only a kid. I say to myself, I am trying to console myself at the gates of heaven. This book starts in the year 1973. Nixon had not yet resigned. U.S. troops were still in Vietnam. We had only 3 channels to choose from. Drug use was casual and nobody was getting busted. Gas prices were high as they are now. I remember seeing that Rolling Stones 8-track tape in my sister's boyfriend's hot rod car. I remember the posters of Led Zeppelin, Alice Cooper, and the Lava Lamps. Hendrix stood above our bedroom wall to his own attesting to highs gone too far. Then me and the Bentons down the street decided to get in some trouble. The Bentons were the badasses, the bullies, the thugs, if you will. The 3 brothers were in their early teens and I was their prey. They wanted to cajole me into their antics, and if I didn't do what they said, they would beat the shit out of me. As much as I tried to avoid them on the playground, they were always there. In the next 2 paragraphs, I will allude to our antics in a few minutes, okay? Then there was the Project Gallman Heights gang. They were African Americans who used to beat me like white devil slave masters. I remember 3 of them taking a huge limb, swinging back like George Brett of the Kansas City Royals at the time, and nailing me in the back. I saw stars and think was passed out for a while. When I came to, they were gone, but left their trusty pine limb as a reminder not to mess with them. But you could not get me off the playground. I remember fighting 3 of them at one time like a cornered animal on the Discovery Channel.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?